A dragon carried a girl on its back and approached a suspension bridge. Its wings were still torn by human arrows, so flying was no longer possible for the dragon. As soon as it stepped onto the bridge, the entire bridge began to shake violently. The girl became extremely frightened, and at that exact moment, one of the ropes snapped. Both of them fell. Fortunately, they managed to grab onto a broken rope, but it could not support their weight and snapped again. At the last moment, the girl's hidden power began to awaken. With its help, they managed to climb back up. That night, the girls stitched the dragon's injured wing. The next day, they set out again. Their mission was to retrieve the dragon's egg, and the girl was its last guardian. Suddenly, the dragon's heartbeat began to race because the king was using the egg's energy to cure his illness. If this continued, the baby dragon would die. The dragon was now fully determined. It headed straight toward the palace. Its eyes glowed with a strange power, and it lifted a massive wave from the river and hurled it toward the palace gates. The guards noticed the dragon approaching and immediately began showering it with arrows, but the dragon easily dodged them. Then, with a massive leap, it broke through their ranks and landed at the palace gates. One mighty roar shook the entire palace. Meanwhile, the girl had entered the palace from the other side. While the soldiers were distracted by the dragon, she easily picked up the egg, but just before escaping, she was surrounded by guards. This time, however, she was not as frightened as before. Even after falling, she remained calm. She focused her power and, with a single strike, pushed all the guards back. Then she climbed onto the roof and threw out a basket filled with fireflies, drawing Evrion's attention. The dragon saw the signal and rushed out without looking back. However, the egg was barely hanging. The dragon spread its wings and flew toward the bridge with the girl. It was the only place where the egg could be reborn. The journey drained the dragon's energy, and it collapsed onto the ground. The egg's glow had faded. The girl grabbed it and ran into a cave, placing it on the bridge. Slowly, the light began to return to the egg. Finally, a tiny dragon was born, but the dragon that had raised it was taking its last breaths. The girl could not bear to lose it. She knew that if it could return to the sky, it could heal itself and regain its power. So, she gave everything she had to the dragon, and sent it flying toward